Okay, hello and good morning. Let's take a look here. Well, we're going to continue our conversation on literal equations. Don't forget you have makeup test, re-sign up. You must sign up, okay? All right, so let's take a look here. So on this one right here, we're trying to get A by itself. So you want to get rid of that B first, okay? The G is not on the side with the A, so forget about that one. So this is a plus. So you want to subtract B from both sides. So you're going to get G minus B is equal to negative C times A. And then you're going to divide by negative C, and then you're done. This one right here, you have X's in two spots. So what you want to do is get them on the same side. So I would move this one over. So you're going to get 2x minus xg is equal to a negative 4. And then I would factor out the x, and you're left with 2 minus g. And then you want to divide by 2 minus g. And then you're done. That's what x equals. Let's keep going. This one right here, you're trying to get, well, I didn't really mark anything. Guess we'll go after A. Okay? So we're going to get rid of both of these. So you're going to move it to the other side. It's going to change to a minus, or a plus rather. This one's going to change to a plus. And then you're done. Well, no, you're not done. You have to divide by that 9, like that. Okay? You can't cancel this 9 and this 9 because these have to be divided by 9. Okay? All right, today you have a worksheet which looks like this. If you get stuck, make sure you ask me questions. It's quite a bit of work here. Okay? And then on the back side, you have it looking like this. So it's a bunch of problems here. This should keep you busy for a while. If you can't be with us, you can always copy them down. These are actual problems, so they'll give you some good practice. All right, let's talk about the next class. Let's talk about college algebra. Okay, so on college algebra, let's take a look here. So you're going to get negative 1, negative 5, negative 5, and 2. This one is going to be, actually I'm trying to do it by matrix, so let me back up. I haven't taught you that. Okay, let's see which one we want to go after. You actually had this one yesterday. All right, so all of these are 5s. I'm going to go after these two first, and then that way the y drops out. So I'm going to get 5x, right? 4 plus 1 is 5x. This cancels. That's going to give me plus 3z, and that's going to equal negative 1. Okay? All right, so at this point now, we've got to include this equation since we didn't use it with one of these. I'm going to do the first and the last. Okay? So let's think about this. Well, this is a minus and this is a plus. So if I do those two, the x's drop out. So there's no x's. I guess I could say 0x. And then if I do these two, the y's drop out. And then I get z here. So I'm going to get a negative 6. Z is equal to a negative 18. I'm going to get z equals 3. So I'm going to divide by negative 6. Z is equal to 3. And that's what we have up here. Now what I would do is I would take this equation and substitute the 3 right here for the z. So I'm going to get 5x plus 9 is equal to negative 1. I'm going to get 5x is equal to a negative 10 when you move that 9 over. And then you're going to get x equals a negative 2, and that's what they have. Okay, now to get y, you pick one of these equations. I would pick the top one, and then I would substitute the x and the z to get y. You got to work it out, okay? All right, let's keep moving. This one right here, Let's talk about this one right here. Well, to work this one, what you need to do is the same way. All right, now this one only has X and Y here. Okay, so we've got to think about that. This one's already done. You have X and Y. So they must have gotten rid of the Z. So I would use, let's try the first two here. Okay. So if you do the first and last rather, if you do the first and last, you get a negative 3x. And then here your y's cancel. Now I'm not sure we want the y to cancel, but it does. Okay, so the y does cancel. And then here you're going to end up with, let me think. That's going to give you a negative 3z. And then this is going to give you 6. But the problem is now we have x and z, and this is x and y. Now let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to make this work here with x and y. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this one in class. We'll talk about it. But today you have a worksheet which looks like this. All right, if you get stuck, make sure you ask questions. The answers are there. I want you to try the front side. If you do happen to finish it, you can go on to the back side. And there it is. Okay, we'll skip this last one here. All right. Have a good morning.